am so glad to see the rest of the country waking up to what libertarians have been talking about since the 70s, that government is too big, it's too nosy into all parts of our lives, it hurts business and the economy with all its meddling and little laws, little nanny state laws to protect everyone. And it is just wonderful. I mean, the libertarians have been out there basically wandering in the wilderness, for these last, 30 or more years. And it is wonderful to see people who are very concerned and willing to be active about it, about the need to make government smaller, to tie it down to the Constitution, and to give us back our country. I would suggest spending caps. It'd be nice to have it as a constitutional amendment, and that's a good thing to work for. A lot of states do not allow deficit spending and budget overruns. But I think we also need to do a spending cap based on population growth and inflation, and use that to help the government rein in its spending and not be pressured into spending more than it's taking in. Because it's very hard as a legislator at the state or at the national level. You've got all these pressure groups wanting this and wanting that, and they contribute to your campaign, so they do get special favors put in the tax code, special programs put in to pay them back. And if you've come up against a hard limit, a spending cap, then it won't be quite so easy for the legislators to do that. I ask a series of 5 questions at some of the talks I've done, and I ask which president did this, Bush or Obama, and who expanded health care, another big entitlement program. Well, obviously both. And the answer to every one of my questions is both. And yes, until Obama, Bush was the highest spender and expander of government programs since Lyndon Johnson. Now, since Obama, Bush no longer has that record, because Obama has definitely taken it over. But there's not a difference in kind, it's only in level. So it's very hard for the Tea Parties to look at the Republicans who said in, 94, that they had this contract with America and they were going to go back to their values of small government and limited government. And they completely reneged on that promise. And I'm just hoping people won't be fooled again into voting for Republicans when they, again, are not going to get what the Republicans are promising. Because every time the Republicans are out of power, they rediscover their small government roots and their low taxes and less regulation traditions. And that gets them elected because that is what people want. But then once they're in power, they don't come through on those ideas. And I'm really hoping that people are beginning to see beyond that.